also done, but it's voluntary. It's like advising them to stay at home for the next 14 to 21 days and not go out and go to parties. Just stay at home. Wherein a healthcare worker can visit them and examine them just in case they develop the symptoms. So I think that is the most important thing, because by the time they develop the symptoms, they would have already infected so many people. So I don't think the focus should be on, of course it's good to see, to get all of the people who have the symptoms, but by the time you detect the symptoms, they would have already infected so many people. So I think it's really the quarantine, the observation of people the moment they come to the Philippines from those countries, without saying that they are infected, to make sure that they do not carry the virus within a period of 21 days.
So you believe, sir, that they should be quarantined?
And if you remember, in the talk of Dr. Sanyel, she mentioned that rather than doing the quarantine in the point of destination, it should be in the point of exit. Those countries in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, they should be the ones doing the quarantine, the observation for 21 days before they are allowed to leave the country. See, that is the ideal, but of course.
Will the government be able to arrange with Sierra Leone, Liberia, and...
The problem is, those are countries, they have their own laws and regulations. So it always happens that we are the ones who do the quarantine because that is within our control. Now, we cannot dictate on Sierra Leone or Liberia or the other countries to impose quarantine.
So, anong magawa natin ngayon, sir?
So, because they are not doing quarantine there, we have no option but to do quarantine here.
Wala po bang pagtutulungan yung DFA natin at saka yung dito, the DOH?
But remember, it's not just the Philippines involved. All of the countries other than, and in fact, if you saw the statistics, konti lang naman na pupunta sa Philippines if ever. Karamihan UK, France, kasi naman part yan ng British Empire and the Francophone.
China, sir, marami din sila yata doon.
Sir, after exit screening, hindi sila nagka-quarantine doon? What if they are positive?
So far, they're not doing quarantine. None that I know of.
So pag nag-exit screening and positive, they just say na...
What they're doing now is, kapag symptomatic, of course they cannot leave. Pero wala yung quarantine observation. Kasi maybe, it can happen kasi na you started incubating from the time you leave the country and it takes 21 days for you to develop the symptoms. So that's the window.
Kaya ang quarantine ng 21
So, kung wala tayong quarantine, sir, it is possible na kakalat
siya.
Yeah, because if they get out of the airport, they go na to their families. We don't know. They might be carrying the virus. It's just that they do not have the symptoms yet. Kasi alam mo, yung symptoms na yan, before you develop the symptoms, the virus has to multiply to a level enough to produce the symptoms.
Will show the symptoms.
Hindi naman yan just because you were exposed to one virus. It has to first grow, multiply, until which time na marami na siya, enough to produce the symptoms. Fever, diarrhea,